Hi guys, and happy Vlogmas week 2. Today, as promised, I will take you around the Zurich Christmas markets. There's actually 3 Christmas markets around the city. One is at the main train station, which I'll take you to first. Then there's one that goes all the way across the old town, and then there's one in this big town square, which is actually my favorite of the 3. But I would say all 3 of them have something special and unique about them, so I definitely want to show you what they are and how they're different from each other. So let's head to the first one, which is right in front of me in the main station. The main attraction there is the huge Christmas tree, which is decorated with Swarovski crystals, which is really beautiful. Let's go take a look. All right, so here I am at one of the entrances. The Christmas market is behind me, and the Swarovski Christmas tree is right back there. We'll go take a closer look right now. All right, so first Christmas market purchase of the day, some Scandinavian Glögg, which is like a Scandinavian hot Christmas beverage, which I will be sharing the details of next week with you guys, so stay tuned. This is the perfect start. The Christmas market in the main central station is quite crowded and it's inside, so I found this nice spot out here, which gives me a little bit of peace and a little bit of space from the crowds. But I think what I will do is I will take my hot beverage and start heading to the next Christmas market, which is outside and it's in the old town, and maybe I can grab some lunch because now it's my lunch hour, so hopefully something to warm me up outside. Let's go. I've now made it to the start of the old town, so let's see what we find here. So far I can't see any Christmas stalls, but they should be coming up very shortly. I see stalls. Now I just need to find some lunch for myself. My idea would be to find a raclette, which is basically melted cheese over potatoes or bread. Let's see if I can find something. I think I'm onto something here. Let's go check it out. All right, so it seems like this was the perfect stop for lunch. There's burgers, there's churros, and I do see the raclette, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for. So in case you're curious what a raclette is, it's basically potatoes or bread. I chose the potatoes, covered with melted cheese. You can put spices on top. Nutmeg is a very popular choice. Today they had paprika, and it usually comes with a side of pickled things. So I have pickled mini corn, a pickle itself, and then what are these, candied onions or pickled onions? And I don't know what this is, but I will have to give it a try. But overall, I love raclette. I love anything that's melted cheese. This is the perfect Swiss dish. I love it. All right, now I have a stomach full of raclette. I'm nice and full. I think it's now time for something sweet. So let's head to the last Christmas market for a little bit of dessert. And like I think I mentioned in the beginning, this last one is my favorite. It's, at least in the past, it's been the biggest. It has the most stalls close to each other, so it's really easy to see everything you want to see, taste whatever you want to taste, and I'm really looking forward to a nice and spacious area. Here in the old town, I think the old town charm is the thing. you have all of the old buildings surrounding you. It makes it pretty anyway, and then with all of the Christmas stalls, it makes it even more special. So that's really the draw to that area. It's a very touristic area. That's where all of the souvenir shops are typically, but especially now in the current situation, I'm looking forward to a bigger space where the stalls are a bit more close together. They were a bit spread out there, so you had to walk, and then you had little clusters of stalls there sporadically. So let's go see what we find in Bellevue. Okay, I've made it to the last one. This one's right by the lake, so it's definitely the windiest location, but I would say it's also the prettiest. Okay, I'm inside the Christmas market, and this one looks to be the best, at least for me so far. There's plenty of people here, but still like lots of space to find a place to sit or to have something to eat. There's lots of stalls here, which I love. So the other ones in the Hauptbahnhof, I mean, there was the usual amount. There's a restricted space because it is in the main station, so you can only have so many stalls in there anyway. And then the old town, although the raclette was wonderful and I love the atmosphere, it was a bit limited. They didn't have that many stalls, and the ones that they had were grouped together, which was nice, but not such a selection. But this one, there are so many stalls all around me, which is so nice. Let me give you a quick look around, and then I spotted a cart with crepes, so I think that will be my dessert. Let's go see. All right, I just finished my crepe. It was wonderful, and that marks the end of my Christmas market tour for today. I need to sadly head back to work, but I wanted to give you a quick recap of the Christmas markets before I leave you. So the first one I visited today was at the Zurich main train station. It's an easy, quick one if you want to just see what it's all about. A bit crowded, but lots of stalls in a very small area, so very easy to handle. But I would say overall, I think it's a bit noisy, and the atmosphere is not so nice as in the Christmas markets outside. And then the Old Town one is very nice in terms of the atmosphere. You have the souvenir shops and the very old buildings, but there the stalls, at least this year, were very spread out and not very many, but you could really take your time, walk around the Old Town, and then stop at any of the stalls that you wanted to. But by far my favorite was this one here in Bellevue. It's right by the lake of Zurich, so it's in a really nice location. There were lots of stalls, lots to see. There's the carousel, which is always fun. It was definitely the most popular one. Even during the middle of a work day, it was quite crowded. There was a line to get in when they were checking their certificates. But because it's such a big area, that wasn't a problem at all. You didn't really have to wait in line. There were, again, places for you to sit down if you wanted to, and there's plenty of space to explore. So I think if I came back, I would definitely come back to this one, but I might do the same tour as I did today. I think it's a good combination to see all three of them, and getting from the train station Christmas market down to this Bellevue, you can easily walk through the old town, so you hit all three of them in a logical route. And today, even with filming, it took me about an hour to visit all of them and also to have something to eat and drink along the way. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Zurich Christmas markets, and then I will see you back on my channel next week. Bye guys.